Actually, uh, uh, ah, can I take 1 minute? Is it- Can you keep it this for me? Can you keep this for me? Is I'm audible? Dadak? Just the thing about this 1 minute, neither I was scared nor nervous. It was a small act. Why this act? Because science says that in any communication, whenever we are done with the communication, either we remember the opening or we remember the closing. Rest in between, we just remember the experience of it. And me, I'm not a boring speaker for sure. So I want you guys to have an experience of this communication today and you take it in the right manner. So, what are we going to talk about today? We are going to talk about the past, present, and the future of living. All of us must have heard about this thing nowadays, the longevity, happiness index. India, our country, we rank 143 in happiness index. 143. And there's a documentary on Netflix about blue zones, that what causes longevity and happiness in our life. And there's been intense research done on it. For your happiness and longevity, one of the major factors that plays a role is our living conditions. How do we live? So let's see how we used to live in the past. As a human race, when we just started the habitation in a cultural manner, we used to live near rivers because they had basic need as well as the fertile land over there. And that's what we needed that time for living. But in last hundreds of years, we have evolved as human beings, but that's what we were meant to be. We were meant to live close to nature. We are primed in that manner that we like to live close to nature. And that happened thousands and hundreds of years ago. Then as we evolved, economic activities started taking place, small villages started developing. Now we had small communities, and this evolution was taking place worldwide. In our area, if you go to eastern part, there used to be kabilas that were being developed. So this phenomenon was happening in entire world. And that was the need of that hour. And we still used to live close to nature. We still used to have the community living. Then time evolved, and they used to be small towns. I'm sure most of us, just like me, were born in small towns, moved to metros for a better living. We wanted to have some better living standards. In small towns, the basic life needs are very well catered. We still have small communities, we still have cleaner air, we still have fresh water. Then, few decades ago, if I say North India, almost 20, 25 years ago, the concept of urbanization came. Now everyone wanted a good lifestyle. Everyone wanted a piece of real estate in any urban city, in any metro city. And suddenly, in last 2 or 3 decades, urbanization started growing like crazy. We had some side effect of it. And the reason of side effect was because our DNA was formed thousands and hundreds of years ago for living close to nature, living in a community, and now we were living in boxes. We had no way that we could experience sun exposure that much. We had no way that we could have fresh water like that. And the after effect of it started in form of stress. I'm sure nowadays there's a lot of talk happening that stress in urban cities. What causes stress? It is just an outcome of it. And me, who has been on this side of the line and now sitting on the other side, when we are developing almost 1.2 crore square feet of area, and when we see people's mindset, I know what's happening. That's the present of ours. And we have created that. There's no one else. And how we have created that is, there is something called herd mentality. Herd mentality says that, what is that? What is that? That's what herd mentality says. Are you getting my point? We, in herd mentality, we do not look at the logical side of it. We just do what everyone is doing. And there have been multiple social experiments that have proven it. There have been multiple social experiments. There have been scientific surveys that have proven it. And when I look at as a developer, I see that developers go to a market where there is demand. It's like there's a refuel to the, the disaster actually. We are running for urbanization. We are running for metro cities. We are running for centralization without any logical explanation. And in 21st century, when most of the work can be done remotely. Now, let's come to the future. We have talked about the past. We spoke about the present that we created. Past, we know. Present, we created. Let's talk about the future. There's a famous saying, everyone knows. Be the change you want to see in the world. The future can be this and can be that. The future can be this loaded cities with more stress, more anxiety, more urban problems, or it can be a very beautiful future. For that, again, I am quoting, when I see on the other side of line, until unless we as community do not want to change this, we will create this future. Now the question comes how to create that future. That is good. Where we can talk about happiness index like we are a happy place to live. We are a happy country to live. And by now we know that it has a lot to do the kind of conditions we live in because we are evolved to live close to nature. We are made that way. To have this transformation in our DNA, it will take further 100 years. But by then, the dam would have exploded. We will not have any chance. There's a commitment that we need to take. One, we need to work on the decongestion of metro cities. When I say decongestion, this idea that we developed was micro cities. A city that is in 30 minutes to 1 hour drive from the main metro city, but that is self-sustainable. That is having its own socio-economic circle. And this idea can only work when we as a community would vouch for it. When we as a community will accept it. Second thing, we need to know the value of the nature. It's just not serene. It's just not what you see. It's just not what you smell. It's way deeper than that. It's there in our DNA. We had to get out of that mindset that since Mr. ABC, Mr. XYZ, they are running towards city for a better life, that's the only way for me to also. We need to look for the options where we can live, where we can find an habitation, or where we can create a habitation where there is no congestion, no stress, and there's a quality of life. And I promise you, I have seen real estate very closely. The changes that we expect will take years. They happen in months. It's just the mindset. I'll finish my talk here. Thank you so much.